Alright, hello everyone and welcome to the HomeStory Cup 12 group announcements and a little preview. I am going to be the host of this call. Of course, I'm Kevin from the call, so known as RotterdaM. And with me are Bly, GunGFuBanDa, Miniraser, and MarineLord. Boys, all together, how are you doing?
Pretty good.
Fine.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Wow, the excitement is absolutely out of control over here, so I think we shouldn't wait any longer. And let's just go ahead and announce the groups. And of course, we'll go through them one by one and we'll look at all of them. So I believe that you guys can see the groups right now. As always, we have 8 groups with 4 players, 32 players in total. 16 will advance to the second group stage, and after that, 8 players will advance to the quarterfinals. Looking at this call, I don't believe many of us are going to be there, but maybe MarineLord on a good day, you know. I see all these faces, everyone's like, fuck off, Roddy, we're gonna make this.
Yeah.
Okay, boys, I'm loving the confidence.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do it one group at a time. Group A, FireKake, TLO, Top, and Night End. GunGFuBanDa, go first. What do you think of this group?
I think it's one of the easiest groups of all. Like Night End, I don't think that he's very good. And Tilo is also struggling a bit. Like in Nation Wars, he didn't do so well. Yeah, but I think the favorite in this group is of course FireKake and maybe the Korean Top. So yeah.
What do you think, Mini? I see you making faces.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I want to believe in Knighton and FireKake. I think they can do it. If Knighton is in good shape. But I've seen him crying a lot about Zerg, so I don't know. When players start crying about the matchup, they stop thinking, and then it's real bad. But if he just fixes his... If he hasn't been, like, just complaining and not trying anything new. Like, if he prepared something in PvC, I think he's gonna go through.
But I think like Night End is always playing the same, so he's really predictable. So yeah, I think that's
taking Stalker's Colossus since
Yeah.
Wings of Spirit.
always one
And 2 base.
Yeah.
a true Protoss man.
Yeah.
Hey, but I'm happy Night End is here, guys. Like, it's been a while since he's been at the HomeStory Cup, and he's kind of an iconic character, so I'm kind of happy to have Night End here.
I think only we love his voice. That's all.
I like him. He's a really cool guy.
Bly and
looks like a
MarineLord,
funny dude.
feel free to chip in.
I think
FireKake.
FireKake.
Yeah.
Okay, you first.
Okay, so FireKake for sure first. I think his ZVT is extremely good compared to all other matchups, but since TLO didn't perform too well recently and Night End is 0-4 in this group, I think FireKake first, Top second. Just easy pick.
I'm not sure if I agree exactly with that, but I think Top first and FireKake second. Like in practice, FireKake is very bad, I think, but in tournament he always performs, so it's very hard to judge. Night End, I don't think he's good. He's always crying and never playing.
Wow,
true, man.
Mate, poor Night End is gonna open up this call and he's gonna.
The only difference between Knight and you is that you play a lot, MarineLord. Spend all fucking day trying to, man.
Easy. Then yeah, Tielo, I'm not sure about him. He did quite bad in National World, but I think he's quite good overall, so we will see.
Yeah, but many great players had unfortunate results. They can't manage too much.
Nice one, Mini. Nice one. All right, so Mini, if you have to pick 2 players to advance, who?
I would pick FireKake Knighton.
All right, and I believe Bly, you said FireKake and
Top.
GunGFu.
Yeah, FireKake and Top.
And,
I can bet money on it,
yeah.
you know?
And Alexi, MarineLord.
Yes, I'm FireKake and Top.
All right, well, I believe in Night End. I think Night End is gonna crush this group. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna say, I think FireKake and TLO actually. Yeah, I believe in the European Zergs.
Hype.
All right, let's head over to Group B. I think this is where things get quite fun. Nurture, MarineLord, Mana, and Hawk. Mini, go ahead.
I think Nurture MarineLord for sure. I think it's gonna be pretty one-sided too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
because Huck is not playing
You
Arkham
think?
with MC, and
You guys.
Oh.
I don't know. I just think MarineLord is very good, and Nurture's also very good. So
GunGFu?
I don't think so. Like Mana, he's like playing a little bit unorthodox, but that makes him so strong, and he can surprise Nurture and MarineLord, I think. So, but I would see MarineLord as favorite. And yeah, it's pretty tricky because like Protoss, there can everything happen, so I'm not sure, yeah.
Alexi, what do you think about your group?
I think Huck is going 0-4 because he's a caster. So that's the tradition, you know. Then I think Mana is quite good, I think. So I think it will be quite hard between me, Nerkio, and Mana. It's quite even, I think.
I actually think you guys are underselling Hawk a bit. I think Hawk's pretty good at the moment, guys. He's been practicing quite a bit. He had a reasonable showing at DreamHack. No faith in Hawk at all. Are you guys just teasing, or do you genuinely believe he has no shot? Because I think he has.
No,
a shot.
really.
No,
Yeah,
he's
no,
Like,
A,
like really. Uh,
No,
what can you
Just-
expect from an A player? I don't know.
no, he's kind of good in PvP.
Mhm.
Like in
Yeah.
in PvP, he can beat Mana. I'm sure about it. But the thing that versus Nature, he's like 0-10 in last matches. Like he didn't took even a one map, which is like it's gonna be disaster if they play Net 1 and MarineLord versus Mana top 2. If Hack don't beat Mana and then like Hack play versus MarineLord, which is possible too. So Hack with Mana playing for the like
Do we actually
third and
know?
fourth place.
Do we actually know who plays who first?
I think
Yeah.
it's 1-4,
Yeah.
3-2.
1-4 to
Nurture
3.
Mana and MarineLord Hack.
Okay.
So Hugs
No.
will go down to the loser for sure.
I think it's MarineLord against Mana.
1-3.
You think so?
1-3.
Yeah, MarineLord, Mana, and Nurture Huck.
Ah,
I think,
okay.
yeah.
Nurture Hack, then okay, if MarineLord gonna win versus Mana, then Nurture first and MarineLord have to face Mana or Hack again.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Mana's always very good, so.
Mana is really good in
Yeah.
PvT, which is
Yeah, I
gonna
think.
be hard for MarineLord. But in PvZ, he's kinda average, I would say.
I think it's like Nurture's definitely going to go through 1. Then MarineLord Mana is like 60-40 for MarineLord.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
All right, boys. Group C. Actually, Group B, I find it pretty hard to call. Like, I actually like Mana a lot, and I think he's very good. But obviously, Nurture and MarineLord are B. So I think this group is pretty hard to call. I hope for Hawk that he has a good showing, and I do think like Hawk was surprisingly good. I think at the last HomeStory Cup where he performed really well in a pretty tough run of 32
Yeah.
group. So there's definitely a chance. But yeah, I'll agree he's the underdog. So I guess I'll go with Nurture and MarineLord. But I
He's
hope
caster.
at least one of the two Protosses make it out. Group C is going to be Showtime, Zenster, Daishi, and Guru. I actually think this is a super cool group. A lot of players that are very good right now, which I think some people don't really know about. What do you guys think?
Okay, I go first. Showtime is really good right now. Like, he's extremely good. I think he's going first, like, for sure, without any problems with for zero. And for second place, it's gonna be all three of them. Even though Daishi, like, he played like 2 times or 3 times more than me. He played like he have about 600 wins in ladder right now.
Yeah, like
Which is
602.
like he plays all day long. After 4GG left, he just started to pick his style with practicing all day long, which gave him like really good boost. So I think mostly Daishi or Guru.
What? Why not Zenster? Zenster has
Yeah.
been performing so well. What the hell?
Yeah, I
Ah.
think you're underrating him.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so too.
I don't know how you can fucking bet on Guru, man. That guy, I don't know.
That's why. Like, if he get away with his greediness, he'll win this game, like, for sure. If you don't
Oh,
punish him. And Zanster is the one who prefer to play macro game, so...
No.
I think these players are too smart for Guru. Like, he's the ladder kind of guy, you know. He's probably can
Yeah.
get really good mechanics and shit, but when someone smart like Showtime plays him, like, there's no fucking way that's gonna work. Showtime is solid, and he's not gonna die to some weird Ling run by or something. And he knows that Guru only uses the all army hotkey or whatever, so.
I feel this is one of these moments where you jinxed him. Like I see right now, fast forward 2 days in the future,
Yeah.
Showtime is not gonna die to a Ling run by and like 4
Like
links
last-
in every single base. I
last
already
eight-
see them.
Last 8 games versus Guru, I played like 14-14, and like it was the same. Because he's playing like same greedy way, whatever you do. But if you don't do it, he will get away with it, and he wins the game.
Okay.
Because of ZVZ meta right now.
What do you think, GunGFu?
Yeah, like I think Guru is the underdog in this group for sure. Like Daishi's really playing a lot, so he's also ranked 2. or 1 right now in the ladder, so that's pretty good. I also played against him, and he felt very confident in his play and very good. Sansa did very well in WCS, and I think he's still playing Legacy. So I would go for Showtime and Sansa.
Okay. Anybody else has anything to add for Group C?
Showtime Daishin, that's all.
I think it's gonna
I
be
would say
between
same.
Sansa and Daishi for spot number 2.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably, yeah.
cool.
I like Showtime a lot, and I think he's very good, but I don't think he's gonna just breeze through this group. I do think it helps that he plays Guru first, like that's probably a win, but if it would have been like, I don't know, I think it's gonna be closer than you guys think. I don't think he's gonna 4-0 that group, but maybe I'm
Probably
wrong.
not.
No,
I
it's a
think
little
Daishi
bit
can beat
close.
him.
Yeah.
But the playing Guru first, as you said, is a pretty big advantage.
Yeah.
That not many people think about when you look at a group.
I guess I'll go. I like Daishi a lot, but I think I would go with Zenster Showtime. And Zenster is a freaking monster, man. I think that kid is so good. So
Yeah.
we'll see. All right, let's take a look at Group D. Lambo, T-Drogo, Scarlet, and the Muslim making a reappearance at HomeStory Cup. All right, boys. Who's gonna go 0-4?
Oh my gosh, it's gonna. So,
Yeah, I don't know.
It's hard, I would say.
Tireless Caster versus Lambo. Lambo is really good recently. With the Legacy of the Void, he performed like way better, and I think he have a really good shot at even taking top 1 of the group. His ZVZ is, as everybody's ZVZ, it's random and it's about coin toss. So Lambo versus the Muslim, I guess Lambo gonna win. Then Drogo versus Coward. Drogo is really good recently, which give him about 50 versus Scarlet, because we all know how talented she is, and I think like it's top 1 for Drogo or Scarlet and top 2 for Lambo. Like those 3 people got top 1 and top 2 for sure.
What do you think, GunGFu?
Man, you always ask me first. Second. Pretty Drogo, I think he struggled in the beginning of Legacy really hard, but now I think he's again like one of the best Protosses in EU again. And Scarlet, like, sorry, and she did really well in Nation Wars. That was really impressing by her, even though he didn't play much. And yeah, Lambo, like, he's German, he's Zerg, good race, so he has a pretty good shot. Yeah, I think like the Muslim as a caster doesn't have so much.
Hey, wait, what's with all the hate? I don't even want to analyze my group because you guys are already ripping into all these guys that did one event.
Like, no. I think
Zero
you have
fault.
a better chance than the Muslim, honestly. Like, the Muslim is a good macro player, but he's not gonna go crazy. Like, I've played against you, man. You can rob some good players with some sick builds. But the Muslim's just gonna try his standard macro and get destroyed by players that are better than him. Like, I don't know if it's too much pride or something that he really wants to play a macro game. But if the Muslim would be willing to like proxy 3 racks in the middle of the map, I could definitely see him beating Scarlet with that. But he's just gonna do his 3cc and lose.
Yeah, I think so. If he would play Reaper, like fast Reaper against Lambo or Scarlet, because Reapers are pretty good at the moment, I think. So he has really good shot, and yeah. But I still I think he's the worst in this group, and Petey Drogo and Scarlet are the favorite, I would say. And yeah.
You think, I don't know, Lambo Scarlet I think is a bit... Lambo is my teammate, so I don't know, I would favor him. And he's European, it's a pretty big advantage too. He's German, you know, he's gotta represent.
Yeah.
So this thing is coming in prepared.
But if he drops out earlier, he can drink more, so I'm not sure like what's better.
No, I think Lambo is gonna go through here for sure.
A second?
And second is it's gonna be Drogo or Scarlet, I think.
Okay. What do you think, MarineLord?
I think Drogo is taking first place, and then between Scarlet and Lambo. So I don't know if Scarlet is practicing a lot or not, so I can't really tell. But I think she is quite good, so I don't know. I think it's 50-50 between Lambo and Scarlet for second spot. And Ben is not
I
that
actually
bad,
think I think Scarlett is going to win the group. I don't know. I just have a feeling. She's amazing, man. I watched her play a couple games at Nation Wars, and I'm not even sure how much she practiced for it, but she already looked very good. So I personally think that she's going to take first here. Second, I think it's really hard to call, but I'm a little worried. I hope that Ben does well. I do not think he's going to go 0-4. I think he'll definitely steal at
Yeah,
least the
maybe one
map.
map.
Like, I think even if Ben plays very well, then I think he has a shot against Drogo. I know you guys won't agree with that, but I think TVP, like, if the Muslim plays his best and he's really, like, in the zone and he's, like, finally not, like, doing weird stuff, I actually still think that Ben is very good, so he needs to
Yeah,
know Lady Luck on his side.
If it's one matchup he can win, it's definitely TVP. So
Yeah.
You think?
Yes,
I don't think so.
his multitasking is pretty fast, though. Like, that's one of the things that Ben has always been good at.
Yeah, but
And-
in TVZ he likes to make Reaper, so maybe he can do it, you know?
yeah, well, it's
Maybe.
not playing against me, man. I think this team is up there.
There's no 2-minute layers, boys.
Yeah, and I think the Drogo Scarlet will be a bit like the Muslim thing. Like if Drogo wants to macro, I think he's gonna not have a chance. Like she's too good in macro, and you know the Zerg units are
You
pretty
mean,
good.
yeah, Circ units, not he.
Yeah.
She.
Yeah, and then, but if he tries some cheese, like Drogo's a good cheeser,
Yeah.
so I think he would win if he got something like that.
Very, very interesting group, though. I'm definitely curious to see how Lambo is going to do as well. Could maybe be, like, within the European scene and the European pros, they all know Lambo very well, but would be good for him to really show it once at a bigger tournament where you have a lot of, Americans and Canadians watching as well. So hopefully Lambo is a good run, but fun group.
But,
Yeah, sorry?
but like at DreamHack, I think he did very well, like for the first Legacy tournament, getting out of his group, like pretty decent, I would say.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, like at the end, when people think back of DreamHack, they'll think of Firecake being the highest
of
finisher,
course.
and then think of Showtime's great run, then they think of Nurcho winning his group, and just after that, they'll start thinking about Lambo, and
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's right.
it was decent, but it wasn't that one of a hell, once in a lifetime run. Let's take a look at Group E. It's going to be Sean, Lilbo, Uthermal, and Miniraser.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Mini.
All right, Alexi. This time MarineLord can start, because maybe he's a little less savage than the rest of you.
Okay, maybe not. Yeah, I think Mini is going to have a very hard time there. I think Lilbo is not very good, but he probably takes second place. And recently I saw some Yun game in like MIFcom Cup or stuff like that. And every time Yun lost against not very strong opponents, so I'm not sure about his level. And Uthermal, I think is quite good overall, so I will say Uthermal first. Actually, maybe not, because like Lilbo against Uthermal first game, Lilbo is like very, very good in TVP. It's his best matchup by far, so maybe Lilbo is taking first place. Actually, it's very hard to call between you and Lilbo and Uthermal, I think. And Mini, I'm not sure. He told me that he is confident, but
Yeah.
I don't trust him, so he was confident against me in the Nation War,
Oh, but yeah, okay, so listen. So I think it's like this. Lilbo thinks he's so much better than me, so he kind of doesn't want to cheat, It doesn't really matter how much you've been practicing when I've got Ultras, so I feel like I could win that one. And then CVT, yeah. I'm not like the Muslim, like I've got some crazy builds. I can rob you thermal. Hyun, however, I'm not too sure about. But I definitely see myself and Lilbo going through here.
Loving the confidence, mate. That's awesome.
I'm pretty sure that Hyun is not gonna get out of this group, actually. Like, Hyun been playing like so bad recently. Like,
Did you say
really bad. He don't understand what to do in this game yet. He was like, we played ZVZ and he made like 55 mutas versus Vipers. And he, like, when Parasitic Bomb got out, he's like, oh, really? Okay, thanks. I don't think that he practiced enough, so I think it's gonna be Lilbo, Uthermal, and Mini for the 3 places. I mean, to first and second. Lilbo is gonna be probably top 1, and Mini, Uthermal for second, even though Uthermal have really good TVZ.
Cool. GunGFu, last thoughts on this group?
I will go with my boy Miniraser. I trust
Yeah.
in him, of course. Yeah, but he will have a very tough time in this group, I think.
I trust in him, but he's gonna have a very
Yeah. Like,
Sorry.
even so, it's a tough group, he will make it out, so yeah. but he
Yeah.
will have a tough time.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot from Jan, so I don't know how to rate him in Legacy. So I can expect everything from him. And Lilbo Euphormal, I feel like Euphormal is playing really annoying style in PvT with the Liberators. Like, it's so frustrating if you play against him because the Liberators are owning you so hard.
Mhm.
And like, he fits the other styles very good too. So I think that Euphormal will win against Lilbo. And then, yeah, like, Euphormal and Miniraser will go through.
Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely believe in my Dutch boy Thermal here. I do think that he's gonna make it out of the group, but second, for Mini's sake, I'll say it's truly up for grabs.
Yeah.
No, like I actually for me it would be very hard to make a good estimation. So far, most things I've seen of Lilbao in Legacy have obviously not been like terribly impressive, but I'm sure and I've heard that he's a lot better than what he's shown. Sean, I've seen very little of, and Mini, I haven't seen much of you lately either. So anything I say would just purely be speculating, but I do think that Utermal's gonna make it out of the group. Well, that's I guess that does it for Group E. Let's take a look at Group F. MC, Harstem, Bly, and Bonnie. I'll let Bly go first for this one.
I will be the last one.
You want to be the last one talking about this group?
Yeah.
Okay, then Mini, you can start.
Okay, yeah, I think this is. I don't have. Does anyone have any idea how good MC is? Because
Yeah,
I
he's
think-
extremely
Very
good.
good, I
He's
think.
gonna win this tournament.
Okay,
overall.
then it's MC and Harstem for sure. Bunny is not wild enough, to beat someone like Harstem, and I think Harstem's got too much bullshit. He's gonna take it from Bunny for sure.
Yeah, but Bunny will play MC first, so.
Oh yeah, and I don't think Harstem's losing to Bly.
Alexi, what are your thoughts on Group F?
I think MC is very, very strong, so he is probably a favorite to take the tournament. So I think him first of the group. And then between Arstem, Bly, and Bunny, I think it's very, very even, so I can't really tell. Like, I think any of them can go second, so I don't really know.
I think it's me, like,
Yeah.
or not. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I'm not sure about Bunny. Like, he's very high ranked in ladder, but I'm not really impressed by him, so I can't tell much about him. I would say Harstem is clearly one of the guys who will go through this group with MC. Like, MC is really abusing Protoss to the hardest, I think. When I watch his stream, he's busting adepts, bullshit like this. Like, yeah. So I will go with my Protoss mates, MC and Harstem. Like, MC first and Harstem second.
I
And
think-
like also, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
And I also think like Harstem being in Korea, like getting the best build orders and things like that, I think it will really help him. So I think he will do well in this tournament.
Okay, I think we lost Bly, guys. None of you guys
Yeah.
predicting Bly to advance made him so sad. He
He
just
just
laughed
went.
it down. He's like,
He went
that's
to
it.
practice.
So unfortunately, he wanted to go last, but now he's not in the call. So I guess I can share my thoughts on the group real quick. I think I would go with the two Protoss as well. It seems like Bunny is very occupied with school, and he's definitely not the Bunny that was leading the WCS charge in 2015 season 1, season 2. I know Bly is very good, but I still feel sometimes he relies on kind of risky builds. And like I think MC is too good to die to it, and I think Harstem knows Bly too well to die to it. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Bly can surprise us with just super solid late game army controls. But yeah, if I have to make a prediction, I'd probably go with MC Harstem. And I actually think that Harstem can defeat MC in a PvP. I believe in that as well. Okay, Bly says his internet crashed. He should just be able to join the call again, right?
I think so.
Yeah. It shouldn't be an issue.
Okay, well, we're gonna try to getting back ASAP. I guess for now we can move on to the next group, and then as soon as Bly is back, he can share his thoughts on the group. I'm sure. Okay, wait, I think he
I'm
might
back.
be.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
back.
He's coming. All right.
Okay.
Nice.
I hope he didn't hear anything we said. Hey, Bly.
Hey, Ukraine internet, you know.
Okay, we wrapped up the group, but obviously you said you wanted to be last, so you can
Yeah.
share your thoughts on it.
MC is really strong right now, and even though Bunny got like really high ranking GM right now, I think I'm able to beat him like 60-40, maybe even 65. Versus Hashtem, I know he's practicing Korea, blah blah blah, and all other stuff. Like he's playing so much, but I'm like extremely confident in my ZVP right now. So I think MC first and I'm second.
Okay, cool. That's fair enough. All right, guys. I think this is the moment where I'll leave the room and I'll leave you guys to it for a couple of minutes, as you guys can take a look at Group G, Elaser, Hero Marine, myself, and No Regret. Who wants to go
Banda,
first?
I'm sorry.
MLord,
Me?
you go first, man.
Oh no.
I don't know what to say. I think this group is extremely weak. Elaser is quite good, I think, but he's like not like top tier. So Elaser first, and then Aeromine. I saw some good game from him, but I'm not very sure. Like sometimes he's either very good or very bad, so it's very hard to predict. Roti is Roti, so he's gonna maybe win this group. We don't know, you know. Like it's quite random with him. Some
Yeah.
proxy tempest, and it's going very quickly to the first place. And then No Regrets. I don't really know this guy, but like I played like 2 games against him in Out of the Swarm, and he was just doing some random cheese. So yeah, I think he's like a bad version of Bly. So I don't think he's making it out of the group.
All right, Mini, you can go next.
Yeah, I think it's already organized. Like, I think Elaser first, Hero Marine second, RotterdaM third, and No Regret fourth.
Oh,
I think
shit.
Elaser is just too solid, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think No Regret
Yeah.
can rob him with his Ling Bling. And Hero Marine should beat him unless he like pisses the bed, you know. Like sometimes good players mess up and just when it's a tournament. Sometimes you get too nervous and you start preparing for everything, and sometimes you don't prepare for anything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And either of those could fuck you over real bad versus No Regret. So
All right, GunGFuBanDa.
Yeah, Laser is definitely the favorite in this group. I think so. Humarine, like he did really good. He showed really good TVC. Nation was against Zero, I would say. I think. So I think he has an edge against you, Roddy, and No Regret.
You guys can go hard on me. Don't worry, I can take it. I'm a big boy.
But maybe like it will happen like at the HomeStory Cup where Caster got really far. Maybe this happens to you.
That's a different game though. that game I could maybe go a little farther as well. Like,
Well, Protoss is a little bit a card game too, so you don't know. Yeah, I would go with Fumarine first and the Laser second.
Alright. Bly?
Elaser first, Hero Marine second, Roti third, and Regret foes.
What is the last thing you said, sorry?
No Regret foes. So you got third place,
Okay.
Roti.
Oh, you guys actually think I'm gonna win a match?
Yeah, really, like.
That's very kind of you guys. I'm not too sure about it. You know, honestly, like I've said this before the chaos, but if I was able to play the last 2 weeks, I would have had a little bit more confidence. I agree with what MarineLord said as well. That I think overall, especially I think because of me, this is definitely the weakest group in the tournament. But that doesn't necessarily like help me that much because I think when you're at my level, like I think it's much more about how play styles clash with each other than how good I am and how good my opponent is. Like if my style works well, then maybe you know like it doesn't really change that much whether I'm playing against Sean or Elaser for that case. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not very confident, but we'll see. I think Elaser should win this group normally, and Hero Marine should be second. I do like No Regret. He's a very aggressive player, so maybe he can actually catch opponents off guard. But it's one of his first, I think his first international tournament, so there's a good chance he's going to be a little nervous and maybe second guess his own builds. But I think if he, I kind of hope for the kid, because nobody gives him any chance, that he just shows up and he plays awesome and he does some really cool stuff, and maybe he can sneak his way into the round of 16. Because if there was a group where No Regret was going to make it out, this is probably it. So, yeah.
yeah, I think he's just happy to be there as well. That might help him play better.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know,
So you're not
maybe
too worried.
Maybe he just feels great. He's like, this is awesome. I've always wanted to be here, and now I'm gonna do some cool stuff. And like you said, like you can either prepare against everything, or he's just gonna go full YOLO speed and not prepare for anything except for his build, and he's just gonna go for it. Maybe it works, you know. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm not expecting much of myself. In different circumstances, maybe, but not right now. But I'll still try, and we'll see. Maybe I have some Protoss luck on my side.
I think just to be a part of HomeStory Cup is like already you reach something.
Yeah.
And also like that could get really nervous because like losing to a caster would be really
I know. I think that is the only.
impressive.
I think that's the only advantage I have. That,
Yeah, I
like a
think
lot
so.
of people will expect nothing of me, and obviously none of those guys ever want to lose to me. But the funny thing is, like, I don't think like that, and that's not because I'm delusional. That's just because I feel if I'm at my absolute best, like I'm not great, but I think I'm pretty decent. But I feel right now I'm not at my best, so like I kind of put some weird pressure on my own shoulders. But anyways, we still got 2 days, boys. Hype.
Hype.
All right, and last but not least, let's take a look at Group H. MMA, GunGFuBanDa, Snoot, and Stefano. Who wants to go first?
I can go first.
Go for it.
Oh shit.
MMA and Snoot. MMA in first, Snoot in second. I think Snoot played like 500 games in the past 10 days overall, so I think he catch up in his shape. MMA is overall very, very talented and stubborn player who play until he gets his best shape. And right now, I think, as far as I know, he's really good. So probably MMA and Snoot.
GunGFu, talk about
No.
your own group.
No, I don't want to talk about a second.
Okay, Mini.
Okay, yeah. So I've been watching Stefano stream a bit today, and he seems fucking good, man. I really believe in Stefano.
Really?
Yeah, I think he can do
Yeah,
really.
he's good.
And like Stefano, I don't know, I always have so much respect for him. He seems so fucking smart ever since the BrewLord Infestor, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I just never want to count him out. And now his mechanics look pretty good as well, so I think he's definitely going through.
Hey, imagine the hype, boys, if Stefano makes it out of this group, like a live
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he can get second place behind me in the tournament, you know?
game.
I
Yeah.
think second place in the group will be GunGFu.
Okay.
He seems like, you know, the counter to Snoot. Snoot's afraid of everything. And if you're afraid of everything, and GunGFu's gonna all in you. Like, if Snoot prepares for DTs and then there's an Immortal, then it's good night.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I think's gonna happen. Something
Yes.
like that.
What do you think, Alexi?
I know Stefano is practicing a lot, so I think he have a good shot actually. I really don't know about MMA, but if Blai is saying the truth, probably MMA first place. And then actually I think it's quite even between GunGFu, Snut, and Stefano. GunGFu is really good, I think, but Zerg is quite good too. So
Yeah.
when it comes about ZVP, I think Snut is having a big problem in ZVP, at least from what I know. So I think I will say Snoot probably first place. And then, actually Stefano is very bad in ZVZ. So it's so hard to call. It really depends on the matchup. So I will say GunGFu or Stefano for the second place and MMA first place.
You say Stefano is bad in CVC, but have you, like, I think if he gets... Snoot's not gonna one all in him, because I'm sure Snoot thinks he's the
Yeah.
better player. And if Stefano gets to late game, man, like, imagine, do you remember when he first figured out Swarm Host? What if he figured out
Yeah,
some
yeah, I know.
bullshit for CVC now? Like, even if Snoot's twice as good, if he doesn't know how to play against some Lurker Turtle or some bullshit, like, there's no way.
Yeah, I know Stefano's late game is really good in CVZ, but can he reach it? I'm not sure, you know?
I don't know, I just can't imagine Snoot all inning.
Yeah.
It's
Alright.
very hard to call.
So I'll go before GunGFu then. I actually find this group extremely hard to call as well because
Yeah.
I have not seen pretty much a single game of MMA. GunGFu I've seen very little of actually as well over the last few weeks. Snoot either awesome or not so awesome lately. Like it's a little bit hit or miss. It doesn't really make sense. Like you go from winning a big tournament to being kind of disappointing in Nation Wars. Even though that's just best of ones, but still there were multiple best of ones. And then Stefano, like he's practicing, so then I'm kind of like on the same train as Mini, because how can you ever count out Stefano if he's actually practicing and if he's actually serious? So I have no freaking idea, man. I guess old school logic, you will always say MMA first, but Like Legacy of the Void is not a game where you're gonna build up an army and then you steamroll your opponent. You really have to be very familiar with all new potential scenarios. So maybe MMA could even be eliminated in this group. I think it's at least dangerous enough, but making a prediction I think is very difficult. If I have to make one, I would probably say, I guess the safe one is still MMA Snoot, but I highly doubt that's correct. But we'll see. GungFu.
Okay, first of all, thanks for your trust in me, guys. Really like it. I think, yeah, MMA always have been strong, so he will probably go as first, and me as second. Like, probably, like, even so, CVP is really good for Zerg right now. I got a pretty sick statistic in CVP. I just feel really confident and safe in the matchup. So I think I will do it against Snoot and Stefano, but I think no, what the fuck I say think too often.
You think too often.
Yeah.
Protos? Think too often, really?
Yeah, too often.
That's weird.
But I want to use the word again, but I can't. But when okay, that's shit. Yeah, I just say it. When I think that, like, tell myself that I'm the underdog in this group, I have no pressure and play just like from home, and will give my best. So I think that me and MMA will go through this group.
But you're not the underdog if you think you're gonna go through the group, right?
Yeah, but like thinking of that you're the underdog, like you have no pressure to win, so that's the best. Like how
Yeah,
in
but
WCS.
yeah, of course, I understand.
And I imagine why you why are you saying that you feel safe in ZVP right now?
I won
With,
against you.
While you while you're making pylons, you are safe, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, the wine fest is starting. All right, well, guys, thanks very much for sharing the predictions for all the groups. If you guys have to pick one favorite group, if you look at all 8 of them and you'd be like, man, I really can't wait to watch that group as a neutral spectator, what's the group that stands out? We'll go in order. Blythe first.
Nature, MarineLord, Monahag.
All right, that's your favorite group. GungFu, what's your favorite group?
I would go with C probably. I want really see Guru in action, and yeah.
Miniraser, which group stands out the most for you?
Group H, man. I want Stefano to show me the new Swarm host. I'm so excited, man.
Actually, all those groups are indeed really fun. Alexi, your favorite group?
I think it's quite hard between my group and Group H. So probably Group H, yeah. Stefano hype.
Yeah, I was kind of gonna go with the same then. Group G, baby, now. I think maybe Group D is actually one that I'm very interesting because I really want to see how good Scarlet is going to be in multiple best of threes, not just a best of one winner stands format. I want to see Drogo play because I know that he plays like a madman. He plays like all day, every day. The guy seems to absolutely live and breathe SE2. For Lambo, this is a unique opportunity, and I feel for the Muslim, this is also a chance, to maybe shut up a couple of the haters that he gets every now and then. So. Maybe Ben can do something. So I think Group D is actually very fun, but multiple fun groups. Last but not least, if you guys have to predict one person to win the entire tournament right now, who's going to be the champion of HomeStory Cup 12? Bly?
I already said MC.
GungFu?
Me. No, I'm kidding.
Don't be kidding. Just say it, man.
MMA.
Okay. Mini?
Hearthstone.
Oh, okay. Alexi?
I think MC.
I kind of expected you to say yourself.
Yeah. I think.
Alexi.
Me or
Yeah,
MarineLord?
I think I'm doing very well, but I'm not sure. Like, I could literally win everyone, and I could lose to a lot of person too. So it's very hard to call for me. But I think MC is very solid. So, and he's making a lot of adepts. So it's advantage.
Yeah.
Marino is like, I think I could lose to, well, everyone besides Ferrari, probably.
No, like I could lose to maybe like 1/4 of the players. So it's quite a lot still.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. I like the Hearthstone prediction, but I actually see maybe a very like how good is Zenster right now? Mini, is he as good as he was before, or even better?
I don't know.